Hey guys, it's Mr. Ann here. Today is going to be my last short video lesson of the semester. So since we're still working in the medieval Europe, today's topic is going to be on feudalism. Feudalism is a political system that was used in medieval Europe. The system was based on a series of land holding and distribution schemes. Feudalism consisted of a tier-ranked ruling system in which the monarch was on top, followed by the nobles, then the knights, and finally the peasants on the bottom. All of the land legally belonged to the monarch. The monarchs then granted land to the nobles, who in return pledged their loyalty and military services to the monarch. Knights often worked to defend the land of nobles in exchange for pieces of the nobles' land to live on. Peasants worked on noble lands in exchange for protection. The concept of feudalism can be condensed into the theory of a pyramid. In this pyramid, the king or monarch resides on top, followed by the nobles, then the knights, and finally on the bottom is the peasants. It's important to note two key terms when speaking about feudalism. The first term is fiefs. Fiefs are simply gifts of land. Fiefs could be given by the monarch or nobles. The monarchs handed out fiefs to the nobles, and the nobles would hand out fiefs of their land to knights. Peasants worked on fiefs, but had no ownerships or rights to the lands. The next term are vassals. Vassals are someone who has a mutual obligation to a noble or monarch. This primarily applies to noblemen and knights in the concept of feudalism. The use of the feudal system included many different benefits. Some of the key benefits were the following. The military and protection obligations kept kingdoms safe. Nobles pledged allegiance to their monarch, which included military duty when needed. Knights also worked to keep lands owned by nobles safe and secure. Another benefit is that trade experienced a large resurgence during this time. Nobles made repairs to roads, bridges, and travel sources. In exchange, knights patrolled these areas and kept them safe from bandits and thieves in order for travelers to pass by safely. A third benefit is that mutual obligations made sure that each group kept their word to one another. If one group did not uphold their promised obligation, the entire system would essentially have failed. Feudalism actually helped shape many parts of Western government and civilization that we experience today. Of course, with any sort of political society comes a list of cons as well. Some of the cons of feudalism are as follows. First, while easy to uphold on paper, feudalism didn't always work out as it was intended to. This caused a lot of different kinds of issues for various groups involved in the feudal system. Another example is nobles held a lot of power over their vassals and peasants. Since there was no sort of strong central government to regulate noble power, the noblemen could essentially do whatever they wanted on their land, and often used threats and violence as a means to get their way. A third con is that feudalism kept the kingdom safe from outside forces, but nobles often fought amongst each other over personal gains and interests. So this kept the kingdom safe from outside forces, but the inside forces itself was not always a safe place. Alright guys, that's all I have for you today about feudalism. As I mentioned in the beginning, this is my last video this semester. I hope that you guys have found my short videos to be useful and informative, and I hope you were able to take away some useful information from them. Thanks for listening, and I wish you guys good luck in the rest of your semester. Bye!